Hi all of you, back with another video on Docker. So in this video I'm going to show you how to create a Docker file, and you can create an image by using Docker file. So let's get start. First let me copy my IP address of my server. So this is my IP address. Let me paste it in my this putty in this or this. Wait a minute. One of my putty configuration file is, I think, let me see, auth. So yeah, I have to paste here. Now it's time to open it. Accept. Login as ec2 hyphen user. So now I am logged in successfully. So now it's time to show you that how to create a Docker file. Let me first show you Docker hyphen version to check the version of Docker. So this is version of Docker. Okay, let me clear this screen. Now it's time to check images. Docker images. Okay, cannot connect to Docker diamond. Okay, I got it. What is the problem now? I have to first start Docker service. Docker service status. Let me see first status. Docker service command. Let me first log in as root user. Okay, sudo su. Now Docker a service status. Let me first start the service. Docker service command help. What is the problem? I think my command is incorrect. Docker start service. I think this is the command. This is right command. Service. Okay. Cannot connect to daemon at Unix. Error failed to start container. Why this is happening? Let me enable it first. Enable. Docker enable is not a Docker command. Let me try again. I think the command is service Docker status. Docker status. Okay, so yeah, it is working now. You can see my service is disabled. Okay, my service is disabled, so it's time to start service Docker start. Okay, now you can see that my Docker service is started, and now I can see my images. So these are my images, as you all can see. Okay, let me see containers as well. Docker ps hyphen a, because it shows only the running containers. Okay, so let me run this command. Okay, so now these are my containers which are stopped right now. Okay, everything is good. Now let me show you how to create a Docker file. So first you have to create Docker file like this. First you have to make a file with the name of Docker, and in this Docker file the D should be always capital. Okay, the D should be capital. Now you can write instructions in this file, like you can write from. This should be capital from, and you can write, you have to write now the OS operating system which you want to add, which you want to use. Okay, that operating system you have to write here. So I want for now Ubuntu. Okay, Ubuntu, and now run echo run echo this is my Docker tutorial. Okay, so what is run means to run this command. So this is echo means to print, like we see in programming we write print. Okay, so echo means to print in Linux. So now I can make a file like this. So now, as you all know that there are some files which exist in operating system. So there is one more file which is known as temp. Okay, so you can add this content in a file which is named as content for now. Okay, temp content like this. Okay, so let's run this Docker file and see what happens now. Let me do escape colon w to save, q for quit. So now you can build an image by using this Docker file. So what is the command for that? Docker build -t. Now you can write the name of the image. Okay, first let me show you the images. Docker images. Okay, so now I will run docker build -t, and what name you want to give. I want to give docker file. Let me write d file. Okay, d file. Now as you all know that this my docker file present in my current directory, so I just have to write here dot for current directory. Okay, dot, and now just run this command by pressing enter. Now you can see that step 1 from Ubuntu pull access denied. Okay, I think there is a spelling error. Let me see again. Yeah, there is a spelling error. Ubuntu. Okay, so yeah, now it's correct. WQ. So let me run again that command d file dot. Yes, everything is good. Now you can see from Ubuntu this, and second step run echo. This is my temp content. Okay, everything is good, successfully built, successfully tagged. Okay, now it's time to see that. First let me show you docker images. Okay, docker images. Now you can see there is a d file as well. This is your image, but here when I go upwards, here there is no image. Okay, so you can create by using docker file as well. Okay, now it's time to create container from that image. How to do that? You all know the command is very simple. Docker run -it -name -name to give the name which you want to give. I want to give a file d. Let me write file d. Okay, or let me write here docker file. Okay, docker file. Now you have to write here after giving space. Now you have to write the name of that image, because this container will be made by that image which I created just now. As you all know, recently which I created image. So this container will created by using that image. Okay, so what was the name of that image? I think d file. Yes, d file. Now you have to write here bin bash. Okay, now let's see it works or not. Now you can see that I am in that container. Okay, so let me do ls. So there is your temp directory. If I go in this directory cd temp. Okay, So if I do ls, now you can see that there is a file which I created in which I wrote in my docker file. Okay, run. This is my docker tutorial. Let me do ls. Let me check what is content written in that file. Okay, content. So now you can see that this is my docker file. Okay, so you can create image by using by writing a docker file. Okay, and there are, you can give tons of instructions. So let me share you something more. Let me create one more docker file for you all to understand more how you can write docker file. Okay, and what all dependencies you can write in a docker file. So let me exit from this container. Okay, exit. Now let me edit my docker file. Okay, again. So from ubuntu, yes, I want to ubuntu. This is my docker tutorial. So let me change this. I can write anything. Let me first press I to insert something. Now it's time to edit this file. This is my docker tutorial. I can write it like please subscribe to my YT channel. Okay, so this will also be written in this content file. Let me change the name of the content file. I should write here like another, like subscribe. My file name is now subscribe. It will create automatically. So now I can write like env. Env means environmental variables. I will show you how this works. Env, now I can write like my name is Saitya Gupta. Okay, and I can do like this. uh, copy. I can make a file like let me write something. Copy file. Let me write copy file. Copy file. Okay, copy file in tmp. I can write like work dir temp. Okay, it will automatically opens temp. When I get into the container, it would automatically opens temp, and my working directory will be converted to temp. Okay, I will show you how it works. Now I can like add this stuff. I can write another instruction like add. Okay, let me write test dot tar dot gz. As you all know what is this, let me write in this temp only. Okay, I think this much instructions are good. Now it's time to move forward. Escape colon wq to save and quit. Now I am back. Now let me do ls for now to check what are this. Let me remove this file. Rf sysgem. Okay, sysgem. Now let me do ls. There is docker file, but I have written, as you all know, let me do cat docker file. Okay, so now you can see that first I have to create a copy file for let me create copy file first. Copy file. Okay, in this I'll write like this is my copy file. Okay, I think this is enough. Now I have to create one more file which is known as your touch test. Okay, now it's time to uh, because this is my tar.gz, so I have to create first convert it to tar hyphen cvf. As you all know, I have showed you what is tar in my Linux playlist. Okay, so tar hyphen cvf. Now test, I think my command is test.tar. Now the name of that file test. Okay, so let me do ls. So yeah, it's created. Okay, now it's time to gzip 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 test dot tar. Okay, now it is also created. So now it's time to remove, I think there is no need of test file now. ls copy file docker file. Now it's time to build the that image. Docker build hyphen t. What should be the name of the image? Let me guess something like subscribe, not subscribe. Let me write test image, test img. Okay, because my docker file presents in my current directory, so it's time to uh, write this dot. So now you can see that in 6 steps it is created. Step 1 from Ubuntu, this is of your OS. Step 2 run echo, which means print, it will print and write that stuff in this subscribe file. In third step env, which means your environmental variables. Okay, it is also created. Now in fourth step copy file from the temp directory. So the copy file is copied from my directory, current directory, to the temp directory. And in fifth step you can see that my working directory is your temp. And in sixth step you can see that my this is also added to my temp directory. Okay, so let me just create a container using that image. Okay, so first let me see my image is created or not. Now you can see that test image. Now it's time to build container. Docker, not build, run container. Okay, docker run hyphen it hyphen name. What name should I give here? Let me write test cont. Test cont means test container. And from this test image, test img. Now it's time to write bin bash. Okay, now you can see that my working directory, I am already in my temp directory, so that's why I wrote there temp. Okay, so this is the magic of your work dir instruction. So that instruction do this work. So this is your working directory. Now I can do like ls. Now you can see that there are my 3 files. Let me first do cat copy file. Now you can see that this is my copy file, my content is there. Now I can check this file as well. Subscribe, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, mtyt channel. Okay, so now it's time to, no, there is no content in this test file, but this test file present here, as you all can see. Okay, so I think, yeah, this is I think you all are now familiar with this docker file. Okay, and I will make another video on this Docker file. I will make another video on this Docker file. So the next video will be on this Docker file again, and I will be showing you how you can write multiple instructions, how you can write multiple instructions in a one line. Okay, so yeah, that will be very really excited for me as well. So I will show you in my next video. I think this is enough for now. Okay, and let me just go back cd. So now you can see there is all your stuff. So by default my working directory is temp, as you all know. Let me exit this container. Okay, just practice this stuff, this all stuff, and you will be a master on Docker soon. I think this much Docker is enough for you. Just 2 videos more or 3 videos more. After that I will finish this series of Docker, and I will start Kubernetes, because this much Docker is enough, and I will start Kubernetes. So I will show you that as well. I think yeah, this is enough for now, and I will meet you in my next video.